Heidenauer with the STEAM Powered Classroom. Welcome back to my series of book reviews. Today I'm going to share with you some books about Greek mythology. And these are collections of the Greek myths so that you can hand your kid one book and cover a whole lot of stories at once. We're going to start off today with a series called Mythlopedia by Scholastic. The first book is called Oh My Gods. The second book is called She's All That. This is about the goddesses. We have What a Beast, all about the Greek monsters and Greek myth monsters. And then this one is called All in the Family. And this is these are kind of not spin-offs, but stories that are based off the original Greek myths. The Look It Up Guide to the In-Laws, Outlaws, and Offsprings of Mythology. So this series of books they're presented in an encyclopedia format. So you can look up a god atlas, for example, and it's going to have a picture of some images in there, and we have the profile and fast facts about the god, some interesting tidbits that you might want to know. Then at the bottom it runs the family, flings, friends, and foes, so just kind of a quick overview. And then it has a couple of pages of stories about that particular god, so that you can learn all sorts of stuff about them. So the encyclopedia is organized that way. You can look up, you just look up different gods to get more information about each one. And you can see it is a very visual book, and the language is really fun, and it's interesting to read. So would highly recommend that series. The next one I'm going to show you is called A Child's Introduction to Greek Mythology. The Stories of the Gods, Goddesses, Heroes, Monsters, and Other Mythical Creatures by Heather Alexander. And I like this book. There's a series of these. Actually, there's but about different things. There's one on the environment and one on the universe, as I recall. But this one, it's nice. I like the illustrations in here, as always. And it's organized in two major sections. And the first section tells you some information about the Greek myths and gives you a little bit of background and some historical context of where these stories came from and who the gods and goddesses were. And then in the back of the book, the second half of the book, relays the stories, some of the Greek myths themselves. And so you can see they're very heavily illustrated and something that you could spend a lot of time with. So that's a really fun book. And another one, and this is probably my favorite of all of the Greek myth stories, or Greek myth collections. This is the McElderry book of Greek myths, retold by Kimmel. And I love the McElderry books. They are absolutely beautiful. And the kids and I have spent a lot of time with this series of books. And we read this one out loud over a series of lunches when we were studying Greek mythology. I love these illustrations. They're just gorgeous, and there's something that you want to sit and study and really explore. This is just a collection of the stories. It doesn't have the two sections like the other book did, but they make great read-alouds. They make great stories just to read silently, too. You can see, I mean, the illustrations are gorgeous. So I really recommend, I can't recommend this one enough. Check that one out. And then, of course, for your older kids, you can't go wrong with the classic Edith Hamilton's Mythology. And this is one that I read in high school. I'm sure a lot of you guys read this in high school, too. And they are extensive. I mean, it's just, we're not going visual here. These are the Greek myth stories. So check out all those resources, and hopefully that gives you something no matter how old your kid is or what level of interest they have. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.